Jason Voorhees was never supposed to be the villain of the Friday the 13th franchise. A lot of pedantic horror nerds out there like to point out that Jason wasn't actually the villain in the first Friday the 13th movie. That would be his mother, who kills camp counselors because she blames them for failing to supervise her son, causing him to drown in a lake. Quite famously, Jason does appear at the very end of the movie as a jump scare where Alice is in the lake in a boat, and then Jason pops up and drags her into the water with him. However, that moment was not in the original screenplay written by Victor Miller. Instead, the idea came from legendary horror makeup designer Tom Savini, who had just seen Carrie, which also ends with a jump scare of Carrie's arms coming out of the grave. He wanted something similar for Friday the 13th. And he thought what better jump scare to use than to finally bring Jason into it at the very end. However, that scene never sat well with the original writer, Victor Miller, who thought that Jason was the victim in all of this and never supposed to be this horror movie monster. Miller would talk in an interview about his inspiration for the film, saying, "I took motherhood and turned it on its head, and I think that was great fun. Mrs. Voorhees was the mother I'd always wanted, a mother who would have killed for her kids." I don't know if that's something you want to admit. The movie would become a huge success, spawning many sequels, and Jason has since become one of the most iconic figures in all of horror. But if Victor Miller probably had his way, then maybe Pamela Voorhees would have been shot off into space? I don't know.